Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Here's a compilation of how I actually use my custom voice assistant in my day-to-day life when I'm on the couch. You might know it doesn't work anymore, unfortunately, because Mycroft got signed over to Neon and basically a bunch of stuff got switched around. I intend to make a video on that soon, but in the meantime, enjoy me using the computer trigger phrase, especially if you're familiar with Star Trek The Next Generation and newer. This is a demonstration of me having to use my route command or route commands between my different computers, much like you do see on Star Trek. I recently added a route command so I could route commands between my laptop back there as well as this computer. And I could also say the computer trigger phrase now too. Instead of saying, hey Mycroft, now it works with computer. And it's way more reliable than it used to be as well. So reliability is now rarely a problem compared to before. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I think I'm going to start out with this TheoJoe free software video. Computer, open TheoJoe. Oh, let me guess, I still have it routed to my laptop back there. So now what I can do is just reroute it to here. Computer, route all commands here and repeat. I don't think the routing even worked. Computer, route all commands to the NUC and repeat. There we go. Now it works. Now all the commands will run on this computer instead of that one. Until I route it again, of course. Okay. You'll notice sometimes it's very responsive and other times not so much. Computer, play video.
Claim to be a terabyte or more, but really are.
They all use Mycroft utility to accomplish that. So right now, if you look at the bottom, my volume's at 30. But if I go computer, decrease the volume, then all of a sudden, if I go up, now it's down to 14, even though I hit up, because that voice command just decreased the volume. I meant to increase, but whatever. But Mycroft is what made that possible. Here's how I open a YouTube channel whenever I go to one of them. Computer, open Titus Tech Talk in previous tab twice. And that shows how I quickly close all the other tabs when I want to go to a specific one and I have other ones open. Man, it's really slow now. I don't know why. YouTube is just really slow on this web browser. Computer, open Linus clips in previous tab. That's where the voice commands are handy if I want to get real specific with stuff. Here's how I quickly search a video on YouTube. Computer, search YouTube Linus Electro Boom computer build. Oh my gosh. Computer, search Google Linus Electro Boom. Oops. That's supposed to be a YouTube search. I made a typo with that, but no problem. There we go. Yeah, this looks like it could be interesting. Notice how I use my Steam controller to quickly copy and paste. Wait a minute. Is that Elijah guy part of Linus Media Group? Computer, search Google Linus Media Group Elijah. That Google search may not seem all that special, but mind you, I'm doing this right on the computer when Google's not even open. That must be him, huh? Is that the flight risk guy? I'm not good at remembering faces, so I literally can't tell. That's him, right? Probably is. So I thought that was the electro boot guy, to be honest. But apparently that's a Linus guy.
Take care.
I always try.
Please start.
So that guy's name is Mehdi, Mehdi. Computer, search Google electro boob name. Oh, come on. That is inaccurate voice recognition. I had to manually type this out. Yeah, it looks like it's Mehdi. Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. I'm not gonna try because I'll butcher it.
Start with the motherboard.
Right here, notice how I'm walking around the apartment while using a voice command. Walk in on us changing. Let's see how this goes. Computer, play video.
Ronald, bloody idiot.
Here's a use case where I type instead of just using the search command for Google or YouTube. Computer, type Tom and Jerry learning piano. These next few commands will involve controlling a video, pausing or playing or whatever. Computer, pause video. Computer, play video. Computer. The voice command just stopped working. I've been having my laptop intercept everything that it's doing. I want to see if I can identify root cause real quick. When I say laptop intercept everything I'm doing, what I really meant was I had a terminal open and there was some terminal output with the Mycroft messenger services and stuff, which literally tell me what I'm doing. And I had that running in SSH on my laptop just in the background. And I'm going to troubleshoot that. Fortunately, there's no obvious reason why that's happening, so for now I'm just going to have to restart it like I always have. I want to try to do a clean install sometime to see if that improves anything. But it's restarting now. Computer, type didac ribbit. Nope. I think it's done it before though. Yeah, here we go. This is where I had to manually type with the Steam controller. That felt best at the time. Computer, exit full screen. Oh, how I miss being able to do this kind of voice control. It's really handy when I'm walking across the room. Computer, play video. Computer, pause video. That took longer than normal. It does that sometimes when the speech to text takes longer. Computer, play video. Computer, discontinue full screen. Yep, I could do a bunch of word variations like that, much like you see on Star Trek. Computer, close full screen. The Star Trek systems have intelligence unlike this. This is all programmatic that I'm doing. Computer, exit full screen.
That's great. Is it cool if you set for a video? You're off.
Okay, at this point I think I'm just showing off the fact that I can do different words. I apologize about my ego there. I wish I could go back in time and tell myself to settle down. Season 4. Why is that gone all of a sudden? Computer, open Star Trek Brothers. Well, it still exists, it's just no longer in the playlist. Computer, type command. Here's where my skill repeater comes useful. Computer, repeat that. Then have it selected then, so it didn't type. Here's me demonstrating that my commands don't work if they're not routed here. So he localized the command function, kind of like what I was doing before. So like obviously right now I can be like, computer, play video. Computer, pause video. Right, I can do those things. But then if I say, computer, route open commands to my Mac, I can route by a specific category or everything. Computer, play video. Now it won't work because it's trying to run it on that computer instead. Computer, route commands here. Computer, play video.
3.5 meters.
See, now it works again.
I've got a clear path to
Because I rerouted it back here. Exit full screen. So that's how I route commands. And that didn't work because it listened too soon. But yeah, I could also use return command functions as well. Computer, return all commands to my laptop. Computer, play video. It didn't work. I guess I can't use the word return right now, but I could fix that. Oh well, it doesn't matter too much. And I don't have security code stuff like they do. I don't really care to have that either, but that could be something that I expand into someday. Computer, search Google Star Trek The Next Generation Season 4. The other scenes with it are in the elementary Dear Data as well as Ship in a Bottle. That's where commands are also released. Computer, open Chris Titus Tuckett previous tab. Computer, play video.
Death of modern software.
Here's a slightly more complex series of commands. Anyway, computer, close current tab and full screen and video.
So a little sad. Going to
But yeah, anyway, computer, play video.
the full version of Adobe.
Computer, search YouTube Mr. Beast. Oh, come on. Computer, search YouTube Mr. Beast. Maybe that'll work better. Computer, close previous tab. 237 million followers? Crikey, that's crazy. YouTube videos one time. Computer, search YouTube Matthew Weathers. It's pretty crazy. Computer, open Judy Norton. Really? I don't have a command for that. Computer, search YouTube Judy Norton. I thought I had a voice command for that channel. I guess I don't. Well, I'm gonna go add one real quick. Just do it on my computer. This is where I define my commands and where I added this recent one. That was a bit of a struggle, but I just got a voice command added, so it should work now. Computer, open Judy Norton. Yep, now I have a voice command that I can pull up the channel directly. Computer, close previous tab twice. I want to close the back two tabs. Yep, there we go. Computer, the voice assistant shut down again. It's been working for the past few hours, but now it's glitching again. I guess I'll have to manually type it. I mean, some of the computer, open Dr. Mike. So let's do that. Oh wow, the voice assistant's a lot more responsive now. Restarting it must have helped with that. I still have to reduce some of the false positives. That's why stuff randomly popped up. Computer, forget it. That was a voice command I'm gonna forget about.
Doctors who were caught on
And then he also has some book recommendations that I may end up looking at too, like something about critical thinking. Computer, search Google the Lucid Guide book recommendations. Okay. Let's see. Computer, search YouTube TED Talk procrastination. Also related to that, I would highly recommend watching this TED Talk right here, which I think illustrates procrastination nicely as well. Highly recommend that one. But yeah, if I'm typing notes, for example, then that's pretty handy as well. So like, for example, if I suddenly found out what the term marsupials meant, then I could be like, computer, type a marsupial is an animal with a pouch like a kangaroo. Right? And then that's a lot faster than being like a space MARCIP, whatever, right? So that's where doing the voice assistant is truly more efficient. That's where it really shines when I type stuff. Even if it's not like 100% accurate, as long as I know what I meant. Like, that's not perfect grammar, but like, okay, yeah, marsupial, animal with a pouch, got it. Yeah, like a kangaroo. Yep, I understand my notes, right? I can do that with a whole bunch of notes, and it's pretty handy to have, honestly. So, yeah, there's other areas where it's definitely more efficient as well. If I want to see what happened, then I literally can go, hey, Mycroft. I mean, oh man, that's the old sugar phrase. Computer, what happened? And then I could be like, oh, okay. So if a command gets recognized wrong, then it'll display a message box of what it is. That's going to be faster than manually checking and then making the correction. I could check it and then memorize what happened, go to my computer, and then make a correction. Right? Or maybe it'll be something where it's a rare exception. I don't even want to bother making a correction. So yeah, there's some areas where the voice assistant truly is more efficient. I think finding a balance is a good idea, especially in the areas where the voice assistant randomly craps out. I mean, we had that happen a few times and I had to restart it. That's why I have buttons literally on the voice assistant itself. They wired up a breadboard, as shown in my test channel. Computer, open my test channel. And you might see me looking down frequently because in this live stream right here, really, what a convenient time to not load thumbnails and stuff. Thanks a lot, YouTube, or the internet. Don't know who to blame for that. Sometimes thumbnails just haven't been loading on YouTube because YouTube is pretty glitchy. Yeah, so like this status LEDs right here, I wire up a breadboard from scratch. Very appropriate that I'm doing it in the kitchen right behind me there. But I'm basically wiring up status LEDs for the voice assistant. I overview the voice assistant a fair bit, and yeah. So I've been using that breadboard to restart it when it glitches out. That's the whole point. It looks pretty much exactly like it does in that part of the thumbnail, except there's a lot more wires now, which make it actually work. And yeah, anything you need to know about it should be right in that video. I have timestamp segments so you can kind of look at it by chapter. You don't even have to watch all the segments. You can kind of pick what you want too. That's the beauty of it. like the last segment or two, I feel like it's kind of unnecessary, more of an experiment that sort of failed. And yeah, it could totally go without it, but you know, you could see what the segment is and then decide you don't want to watch it. And guess what? You don't have to watch it. Isn't that magical? You don't even have to watch the video if you don't want to. Some people don't seem to understand that concept. They think I have to watch it. And if they hate it, they feel like they have to verbalize it and make a big deal about it when they could just simply not watch it and then nobody cares. And honestly, at that point, nobody cares about their existence, really. Nobody on the internet, anyway, like that. I mean, sometimes I say the trigger phrase and it wouldn't start listening until like 3 seconds later. But now, sometimes it starts listening before I even finish saying it. Computer. Yeah, that came on instantly. Very fast. Oh, really? I didn't think that would actually make anything happen. What did I accidentally trigger just now? Wait, what? I accidentally, oh, see, this is where the what happened skill is useful. I forgot about the new trigger phrase. Computer, what happened? I bet you that it repeated itself. I probably had it repeat itself. Computer, what happened overall? That'll show my last 25 commands that I've run. Yeah, that came on. What? How did that run this again? I think it made the last command repeat itself. Not exactly sure why. You know, that's a little curious. This is where I would look at the last 25 commands I've run. And yeah, like this command, I actually just ran it like an hour ago off camera because that's related to work. And yeah, so the point is like, why did this happen? I could look into that and make sure it doesn't happen again, right? So anyway, let's continue. Yeah, again, the point is, with all the struggles, I was a lot more excited than I probably would have been if I barely struggled at all. But I really did lose a lot of time with the trigger phrase because all the guides online are out of date. So you'll run into like a million different errors. You look up how to solve it. You might not figure out the solution until like 10 websites later for that particular issue. Then you got other issues where you basically repeat that. So, yeah, I mean, I could probably write a guide showing the correct way to do it because all the outdated guides are incorrect technically. Computer, open my test channel. See, now that's the situation where using the voice assistant is more efficient because I don't have a button on here for my test channel, I don't think. Looking for it would take longer than just using a voice command in that situation. If you go under this, as you can see, the voice commands can be pretty much anything I desire. Computer, play Cyber Dice. Here's another example of using it across the room. Computer, play video. Computer, discontinue program. Alright, I guess that's a wrap. That's a wrap on this compilation. And on that note, I shall use the voice command on this video itself. Computer, discontinue video with a 3-second fade out.